And they went on the road.
If I run 2 over and don't run the other 2 over, I'm splitting the family up, aren't I?
Yeah, that's true.
We're going to turn left into the second test centre car park.
Okay, we're going to turn left. Test centre car park. Job centre. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was only jesting with you there. Yeah. Obviously, I spotted the pedestrians there. How'd that feel?
Yeah. No, it's not 100% obviously, but I should have prompted you more.
Yeah. It just goes to show you have actually got the knowledge up there, yeah.
But I'm not being proactive again.
Yeah, you just didn't really think about the overtaking.
I didn't know what to do, to be quite honest.
Did you not do any overtaking on your part 2?
No, I did overtaking, but I didn't know what to say. I had no idea what words to use. You know, I said what I did at my part 2 was look at the centre mirror, right mirror, signal up, and then I'm moved. Yeah. But you know how what you talked about, the actual phrase that you used was obviously what I need to say. I had no idea. You know, if the picture hasn't changed, then move.
Yeah, the only way you know the picture hasn't changed is by rechecking the mirrors again.
Rechecking the mirrors, which I didn't do.
And hence that's why we don't do. You know, if this was 10 years ago, we'd be doing a full-blown blind spot check, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously that's looked upon as dangerous now because with the fast-moving traffic nowadays. But by the time I look over that right shoulder and look back again, the traffic ahead of me could be all stopped in both lanes, yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's more than 2 lanes, and I'm going from the lane 1 to lane 2, then I need to be sure that there's nobody in lane 3 coming back into the lane 2 that I'm coming out to. But I wouldn't do a full-blown check behind me. I just move my chin to my shoulder, yeah. Yeah, just after using the mirrors, yeah. Yeah, so it's just the mirrors they're confirming, and then they're putting the indicator on, reconfirming that the picture hasn't changed, yeah. So if I see a picture there that looks like I can get the overtake in, I put the indicator on, I recheck, and I see that the car that's in the lane that I'm going to move out into has not gained on me at all. Then I know it's safe to move in. And then I just got to safely move back in again.
So centre mirror, right mirror, put the signal up, recheck mirrors again, and if the picture hasn't changed, then you move.
Yeah, I have seen this being carried out a few times now, and on a couple of occasions there was no chance to get the overtake in because of just the speed of the traffic, because a lot of dual carriageways in Luton, a lot of dual carriageways probably where you live are a 50-mile-an-hour limit. Yeah. So it's going to be posted a 50 limit. So there was no chance of actually
doing the manoeuvre,
getting the overtake in, but you need to talk about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's obviously very important that I don't get too close to the vehicle that I'm overtaking.
Yeah. See, was I supposed to talk to you about it?
Well, yeah.
About the full, you know, and we talked about the 2-second rule and 6 car lengths on the 30 miles per hour.
Well, what was the word picture? What subjects did I ask you to look at today?
Yeah, adequate clearance. That would have been adequate clearance.
Yeah, it's clearance.
Clearance overtaking.
Well, let me finish. It's clearance from vehicles either side of me. Yeah. Ahead of me. Okay. And to a certain extent behind me. Yeah. Because if I've got a vehicle very close behind me, and I'm doing 60 mile an hour and a 60 mile an hour limit in a national limit, and the vehicle behind me is very close, then that 2-second rule is not going to work, is it? I need to increase that gap, don't I? Why?
It's not going to, because it won't be safe.
Yeah, what makes it unsafe?
The fact that, you know, your speed.
Yeah, but what's making me change it? What's making it unsafe? the 2-second rule normally at 60 mile an hour or 70 mile an hour on a dry road is perfectly safe, isn't it?
Yeah, road conditions.
But if I've got a vehicle driving very close up my rear bumper, what makes it unsafe then?
Because the one behind you is
because I've got to make allowances for his, yeah.
Yes,
so I'm going to need to at least think about doubling that. Yeah.
Because of the car behind.
Not much point in me stopping.
And then they hit you.
If matey by behind slams in the back of me and pushes me into all the way down the road into the cars, yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to
make allowances for him.
I need to outweigh his bad driving with my good driving by giving him a lot longer to stop.
Yeah.
And the only way I can do that really is give myself a longer to stop. So when my brake lights go on, he's got twice as long to react, because he's going to need it, isn't he? If he's only 6 or 7 foot off my bumper, which, you know, tailgating is a very common problem nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So obviously on a wet road it's double, and you came out with that information. And you even came out with the information snow or ice ending up to 10 times, yeah?
Yeah, which wasn't really relevant, was it?
It's good information for the subject we're doing. Yeah?
Okay.
Could be snowing next week.
Okay.
And
so there's no harm in just throwing that in.
No, it was good information, it was correct information, and that's what I want to hear. And then when I pushed you on the fact that... Then when I pushed you on the fact about... does that apply at every speed? You had to think about it for a minute, and it doesn't matter the fact you hesitated slightly. You came up with the right answer. Yeah, you were spot on. It only applies to speeds of 40 mile an hour and above. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So well done, you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To work a lot harder, but yeah, the information is power, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
information.
You know, this might be the last day I spend with you, and if I don't get you going home feeling that, you know, we worked hard yesterday, you know, do you want me to babysit you again today, or do you want me to push you and try and get this information out of you? Because obviously I'm getting an idea of what you know and what you don't know now.
Yeah. And
I'm actually getting you to have the confidence, you know, that information's in there, but you seem to be frightened of saying it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the job you've done with the pedestrian crossings and the use of signals.
Yeah.
Okay, you threw a bit of a paddy to begin with, but you pulled yourself together and you got in there and nailed it. And that was quite a good subject there. A little bit weak on the overtaking to begin with.
Yeah.
I was hoping the fact you knew that we were going to do it today, you might have had a little think about it, and maybe a little glance through your reference material.
That. Yeah, I was going to do that. Yeah, I did get around to. But it's all good information to take with me.
Yeah,
I just need to find somebody to...
Yeah, so just remember that the opportunity, even on a dual carriageway, the opportunity might not arise for the overtake. Yeah? If that speed limit hadn't gone to 70 in places on that dual carriageway, apart from that caravan, even with that caravan, he was pushing a good 60 mile an hour. I wouldn't have got the overtake in, would I? But I would still want you to tell me how to do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's common sense. Yeah, I should have used more common sense in that one, because the subject is overtaking. So if we're not doing it physically, at least verbally, I need to give you the information that you need to know in order to give me the pass. So if you don't know that I know, then I've had it, haven't I?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the trick I've seen them pulled on that is just using, especially coming back in, just using the side mirror.
Okay.
And they may even give you lifeline on it and say, so when I'm pulling back in, I check that mirror and I indicate and then I pull back in. And you have to really listen very carefully, because you know, with nerves and that, I've seen some PDIs go, yeah, that's right. And he might even say it again. So I check that mirror, pop the signal on and move back in.
But it's this one, pop signal, recheck.
Yeah, but obviously under the pressure of a...
Yeah, it's difficult.
You know, you probably know that's sitting there now, and you probably know that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it is that one, isn't it? So him saying that means that he's not mentioning the centre mirror.
That's what he's looking for.
That's what he's looking for. Okay.
You know, he knows that you know that this is a true picture.
True picture, so that's got to come first.
Yeah. You know, do you want to be pulling in front of a 40-turn lorry?
Yeah.
Based on that convex glass? No. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So
you know,
that's what he's looking for.
What you see in there is what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's just a backup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
So that's the one you make the judgment on, really, yeah?
Yeah.
And, well, the two of them together, really. But, you know, he's just pushing you to make sure that you're not going to use that one, yeah? Yeah, so it's not that difficult a subject, is it?
It's not really, no.
Yeah,
without practicing. I need the practice. I know. You might think I'm overly confident, but I'm not. I'm not overly confident. What I do know is that I need to know my subjects and I need to go out there and practice it.
I don't think you're overconfident.
I think sometimes I'm too overconfident or optimistic about this. But at the same time, like you keep saying, it's not rocket science. It can be done. With the right training and with the right sort of practice, it can be done.
Yeah, I mean, we've covered some...
We've covered quite a lot since yesterday, haven't we?
And we've covered some tough subjects. And yeah, it's not... Yeah, it's not rocket science, but if it's not explained to you properly, then...
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't, yeah.
But you know, you need to think about what's involved in each subject that I could be asked to cover. And the red and amber faults are a really good guide because it's got all the faults there that they can commit on that subject.
Yeah, so tackle them.
Yeah, I'm not just saying just zoom in on the reds and forget the ambers. Yeah. But you've got an idea of what faults they can commit, yeah? It's very similar to the mirror signal position speed look routine. Yeah, you've probably got an idea there of the faults they can commit.
Yeah, when I got home yesterday, I was looking at the emergency stop write-ups that I've got, and because I never had a chance to read it, I looked at all the faults, and it was exactly what you did. So it just kind of like the jigsaw puzzles came together, having had the practical experience, and then looking at the notes, looking at the amber and red faults.
Yeah, I mean,
good picture.
Checking the mirror just before they stop is quite a recent one.
Yeah, and quick reaction.
Yeah, quick reaction's always been has always been a big red. Yeah.
Okay.
But they really are on every one that I know now, chucking the mirror in. Yeah, they will check the mirror. Yeah. So you've either got it spotted, or if you're not sure, you're going to have to ask. Did you check your mirror there, Bill? They won't lie to you. Oh yeah, I did, yeah. And then you need to go into the reasons why he shouldn't be checking that mirror. He hasn't got time. The fact it's going to take him a second to check the mirror. He's going to travel at 30 miles an hour. He's going to travel another 45 feet. And then wait for the next one to come, yeah? But I mean, these are faults that you're going to see after you qualify. You're going to see, when you're doing it with your pupils. Probably the mirrors won't be a problem because it's hard not to get normal pupils to check the mirrors.
Check the mirrors in the first place.
But clutch going down.
Yeah.
Or not braking firmly enough.
Yeah.
Or they'll slam it down right to the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they just react really slowly. And you soon just learn.
Yeah.
But as long as you're getting in there and they can see that you're working, to try and sort the faults. Yeah. If you're missing the faults by a mile, then you obviously haven't got a leg to stand on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they can see that you're really working at it, and they think, oh my God, she's nearly got it. It might even go to a question at the end, and that's why I say, don't shut it down and always come in with that, have you got any questions? Yeah, because that's their opportunity then, and yeah, they're not going to offer it. You're going to have to ask for it. But that's your opportunity then to come in with that, or their opportunity to come in with that question, which probably relates to something that you may have missed. Yeah.
Okay.
And that lifeline could just actually tip you over the edge into the floor and a kick around the car park. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so at the end of both phases, you know, before they shut it down, you normally find they won't turn the engine off until you've actually said something.
Okay.
You know, so make sure you do ask. You know, have you got any questions? If they say no, they haven't got any questions. That's going to mean one or two things, that you know, everything was understood, or nothing was understood. So there's not much point in asking a question anyway, because if if it's going to be a list of questions, you're blowing it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have an idea yourself on most of the subjects. You know, have I nailed it? You know, you'll have a pretty good idea. But there again, you can never tell. You can never tell. Some people feel, oh, I haven't nailed that. It's been a disaster.
Yeah, and they come out with a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, because it's these red faults and these amber faults. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people think, I haven't nailed the coasting. Yeah. But unless the coasting led to a dangerous loss of control of the vehicle, you wouldn't fail for coasting, yeah? But I'm not saying go in there and totally ignore coasting, because that's not what it's all about. You should be able to hopefully go in there and, you know, when you come out to that when the examiner comes out to that waiting room, you've got 2 6s at that point, haven't you? It's up to you to hang on to them. And every time you boo-boo on something, then obviously your score drops down a bit. Or you're really, really spot on the phase 1, and you're really proactive on the phase 2, and you hang on to the 2 6s.
Yeah. Pass with flying colours.
Yeah, it can happen.
Okay.
I'll get that for us. Before I got some for ages.